Hey guys, this is Ravneet and I work with people to enable them through my system to rewire their thinking patterns and condition their minds to become mentally resilient, mentally tough through physical fitness. Today, I have somebody with me who is an incredibly humble woman, coming from very humble roots. Somebody who is not just an inspiration for all the women out there, but also knows how to take care and nurture her relationships in a way very few people can do. Somebody who is not only a successful actor, but a great human being as well. Somebody who is not only physically fit, but mentally very strong as well. So without further ado, let me introduce all of you to Sarah Afin Khan.
Thank
Hi
you.
Sarah, how are you doing?
Thank you, Ravneet.
So Sarah, I have a lot of questions to ask you today, right?
Shoot.
But what I'm going to start off with is, I want to start off right from your beginning, the very early days of your life. Because when somebody sees today, let's say Sarah Afin Khan, as successful as she is in respect to her career or relationships or just being the kind of person that she is, people look at you as an actress, right? With all this fame around. But actually, she comes from very humble roots, right? So what I want to know from you is, tell me something about your background. Tell me something about your childhood. Tell me something about your parents and how did your parents brought you up in a way that you are today?
See, first of all, people know me more as a trainer than an actor, actually. I started
Okay.
off, before acting, I was doing seminars for teenagers and prevent suicide prevention act and stuff. And I worked with a lot of NGOs.
Okay.
And then I got into acting. But before we start with this, I'll tell you about my childhood. I was a strange being. If I liked something and I wanted to do something, nothing in the world could stop me. And I was very creative, which I learned later on, because I used to only do dance, drama, sketching, and I used to come first in everything. And thus I finished my 9 years diploma in Bharatanatyam, jazz, jive, oriental dance, you name it. And yes, I did not leave one competition that I did not take part in.
Okay.
And slowly, I grew up, and my parents, the best thing about a family is if you have a great support system, there's no chance you can fail.
Absolutely, you're right.
And even my family knew then that, this girl is persistent, she's stubborn, you name it, I will just go and get what I have to. And it didn't come easy. I really had to try for it. So I
So
was
you've
stubborn.
always been a go-getter in your life,
Yes,
right?
certainly.
And you know what? The very first thing that anybody would notice about you, and especially I have noticed whenever I meet Sarah, is you as a person, you're always smiling, always laughing. My odors of energy coming out of you every time I meet you, and that's infectious. I mean, it rubs on to people big time. And personally speaking, I myself is a person who is extremely high energy because I really believe that for people, no matter what industry, what profession they're in, for people to achieve anything which is of significance in their life, they really got to know how to get themselves into a peak state. So my question to you, Sarah, is this. What do you specifically do in order to maintain these energy levels? I mean, there has to be some rituals that you're following on in your life for you to maintain this kind of a peak state always.
Ravneet,
What do
I
you
have to
say on
ask
that?
you the same, okay? Because he's high on energy all the time. And I think one thing that we share due to high energy is because we are passionate about life. We like what
Absolutely
we're
right.
doing.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody who's doing what they're doing and they're not liking what they're doing, they'll
They'll end up-
they'll
they'll
not
end up-
have this kind
yes.
of energy. We love our work, and it's not work for us. It's our passion, it's our game, it's our play, you name it. So we love our work, we love life, and we love meeting people, and I think that's what gives us
The required energy levels to
Exactly.
actually make our profession or the work that we're doing actually being successful in that. So absolutely, you're right. So now being in the profession that you're in, Sarah, as an actor, you're supposed to be groomed, right? Not only respect to your persona, respect to your looks, but you're also supposed to be taking care of your body because your work demands you to be a fit person.
Yeah.
So tell me your personal why and your big why. Because when I work with people, I know for the fact that people really knows the importance of having physical fitness in their life. And they also start this journey at some or the other point in their life. But hardly a few percentage of these people actually ends up making fitness a part of their lifestyle because they like a big enough why, which
Yeah.
is what they don't have. So what is your big enough why to be fit as a fiddle in your life?
See, knowing is different and doing is something. It's complete different things. Just knowing won't lead you anywhere. And I don't know why people have this misconception that only actors, TV artists, models need to be fit and healthy. And it's not just about being bodily fit. It's not just about, dieting or something to look good. It's to actually feel good that matters more.
Absolutely.
You are high on energy. I am high on energy because maybe we are fit. The things
Right.
there's a saying that you are what you eat.
Correct.
And that's true, and that's what gives us the high energy. And it's unfortunate that in our education system also, there's no fitness involved in schools and colleges. If you see, do you see any gyms in the schools and
Absolutely
colleges?
not.
Do
Even
they
today.
really?
Even today.
Sports and gymnastics have now started coming in.
Right, you're
But
right.
when we were at school, there was hardly anything, that would motivate us and push us. For that case, even yoga. I mean, India is the hub of meditation
Absolutely,
and yoga.
yeah.
People across the globe are following yoga, but Indians, there's nothing in school and colleges, so we don't know how to combat stress. We don't know how to combat challenges. So I feel that not only actors, not only models, I think everybody
Everyone.
should make fitness a part of their life. Dieting does not mean not to eat food. Dieting means eat right.
Right.
So please, guys, eat right, stay healthy, and have oodles of energy.
So absolutely, it is coming from horse's mouth, right? Until unless you make fitness a part of your lifestyle, you would not be able to get the results that you're looking for over a period of time, right? So Sarah, I know you as a person, right? And one thing I really like about you, apart from your energies, you as a person is very approachable. And when I say approachable, I'm trying to put across a point here. So when somebody achieves something which is of, let's say, significance in their life or probably in society's terms, their behavior towards others starts changing and they'll start having airs about them, which is not the case with you, right? So my question to you is this: what do you have to say specifically to all the people who are watching this video about how to maintain your identity, which is core to what you are as a person, no matter what you achieve and no matter how far you go in your life? Because
Yeah.
that's one trait, Sarah, I really believe people of our generation really needs to inculcate and imbibe
Yeah.
for them to actually make it big, not for the short term, but for the rest of their life. So how true is that? What do you have to say on this?
See, I believe when you are already something and you know that you're something, you don't have to show it to people. They
Right.
see it. Your work explains it. Your aura explains it. Your energy explains it. And obviously the best example is Amitabh Bachchan. When he
Right,
walks in the
absolutely.
room, he doesn't have to show anything. He already is. So people who try to show, first of all, their growth stops there. I'm always learning. I love learning, and I'm learning from you. I'm learning
Right.
from people who are taking the video. I'm learning from everybody. So when you're in the mode of learning, you'll always be humble. You'll always be welcoming. And it's brilliant. And plus, we love people. So people love us
Absolutely.
back. If you don't show energy and respect to people, you won't get that back. So I think the best thing for people to do is keep learning. Don't have these
Airs about this.
you can be confident about
Yeah.
yourself, but don't never let other people don't show other people that they're low or they're down, or don't look down on people. I think that's the worst disrespect you can ever do. And new actors, unfortunately, are doing that. So I don't
Right.
know.
So the message that she's trying to put across is simple, right? If you're playing a long-term game, right, you really need to know how to be humble, and it is across professions. She spoke about Amitabh Bachchan. You can look at people from your own respective industry. Until unless you're humble, you would not be able to sustain your success, your fame, whatever you're trying to achieve in your life, for a continuous basis or over a short period of time or over a long period of time. I've done a bit of research about you, right? And my research says that you as a person have never got things easily in your life, right? And whatever you are today and whatever you have achieved is because you have really been determined, you have really been persistent and adamant enough to get that thing or to make that thing a part of your life. So my question to you is this: how much do you think a person's mental strength, a person's mental toughness, and how do you condition your mind for success or failure will ultimately determine your fate or destiny in your life?
See, if I believe that if a person wants something strong enough, they will go and get it. There's no two ways about it. What unfortunately happens is when people don't get what they want in a certain time frame, they sort of become comfortable with what they have. And I think that pattern needs to break. And because when you get comfortable with what they have, like for instance, you being in the training field, on fitness field, you must have noticed people why don't they get into fitness? Why don't they see themselves in the mirror? Why don't they see their health? Because they're already comfortable. They don't feel they're fat. They don't feel that they have different kind of diseases. I think because they're just so comfortable. They're so comfortable in their body.
And they've
they
got
are in.
themselves into certain patterns which they are not able to break
Exactly.
for them to actually do something about it.
Exactly.
Right? You also spoke about in between, you also are into training and all that. So
Yeah.
I would really like to emphasize on that point. So I'm correct that apart from what you do in your acting career and act successfully, you're also trying to you're trying your bit in terms of helping women across not only become strong but becoming a woman of substance who is not trying to be equal to the opposite gender in the society, but who takes pride in the fact that of what a woman can accomplish in their life. So how true is that? What are you doing in that?
See, I'm a peak performance coach for women, and I'm writing a book called I'm Worth It. Now, as the title explains, I do not want women to compare themselves to man, and I don't want women to compare themselves from anything else but themselves. We are our competition, you know. By waving our flag of equality, we are ruining everything for us. We are not equal to them. And why do we have to seek equality? We have to seek mastery in life, not equality.
Absolutely, right.
Men are different, women are different. You know, apart from giving birth, that's not the only power that women possess. It's that immense emotional power that we hold within ourselves. And we don't use that femininity, you know, as the power. We
Right.
think that, okay, we need equality, we get aggressive. We take actually the attributes of man then by being aggressive. The best thing in a woman is her belief, her emotions, her smile. And she can kill it. She will just conquer the world. And you don't need nothing else but believing that you're a woman of power.
So, Sarah, now I would like to ask you a couple of last few questions before we end this interview. What are your next big milestones in life? I mean, be it with respect to your acting career, with respect to your fitness level, with respect to any other thing that you may really want to get that thing. And what is this Sarah Afin Khan going after to make that thing a part of your life? Please tell us something about
See,
that.
acting is just a part of
Sure.
my life that I follow. But my main agenda is to contribute to women, contribute to the society, create awareness as much as I can to generate that value in women. Because I really believe if women don't value themselves, you know, nobody will be able to value them. So you actually put a high price on yourself. You don't value yourself highly, don't expect anybody to value you highly.
Amazing.
So this is one. Third is I want to have at least twins or quadruplets because I really want to see my husband and my combination and what it can come out to be.
So she's really ambitious in that aspect of her life as
yeah.
well.
And I want to travel the world. I want to
Yeah.
see what world we live in. We've got life. I really want to
Absolutely.
explore.
And you're high on life, right? Like
Certainly.
always. So, done. Finally, Sarah, I would like you to give a brief message to all the viewers who are watching this video, whichever message that just comes straight from your heart to all the viewers out there.
See, guys, I just feel that life is very unpredictable. And I just feel that every day of our life, when we get up, we need to have gratitude. We need to have gratitude. We need to thank God that we've got one day more to live. So please just stay happy. Stay blessed. That's all it takes.
Done.
One emotional state.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah, for your amazing
Thank you,
time.
Rodney.
And
Thank you.
I wish you all the best for all the future assignments.
wish you the same.
Thank you for all the future projects coming your way. Thank you for your time.
Who's this black one?